Hey everyone, and welcome to The Explainer. Today we're tearing down the illusion of the modern status symbol, and we're going to uncover a silent, shiny, four-wheeled wealth killer that might be parked right in your driveway. We are diving into some really fascinating numbers today, and I promise you, it's going to completely change the way you look at your vehicle. So picture this for a second. Imagine a total stranger walks up to you and offers you a check for $10,000 every single year for the rest of your life. Absolutely no strings attached. You'd probably think it was a scam, right? Well, the incredible reality is that most of us are actually already earning this money. We just never see it because it's being quietly siphoned off.
All right, let's jump right into section 1, the driveway wealth killer.
You know the drill. We sit at a stoplight, we see these brand new BMWs or high-end SUVs, and we automatically think, wow, success. We give our friends props for their new rides. But we don't realize we're actually cheering for their financial decline, because the trap starts the absolute second you set foot on a dealership lot. Salespeople, they aren't really selling you a car anymore. They're selling you a monthly payment. In fact, they're stretching the average car loan out to an incredible 69 months, just to mask the true cost of what you're actually buying. I mean, nearly 6 years of payments. And because of all this wild financial engineering, we now live in an era where $1,000 car payments have somehow become the new normal. Think about that. Right now, over 15% of new vehicle buyers are signing away four-figure sums every single month just to project an image of success. Honestly, if we could pull up the bank statements behind those steering wheels, we wouldn't see wealth. We'd see a whole generation of people who are car-rich, but life-poor. Let's pull back the curtain a bit more in section 2, exposing the ghost expenses. That monthly payment you hyper-focus on, it's basically just a distraction. While you're stressing over a $500 payment, there are ghost expenses actively working in the background, just devouring your net worth. These are the silent costs, depreciation, interest, insurance, taxes, and maintenance. When you add all that up, the average cost to operate a vehicle in America has climbed to an astonishing $10,728 a year. Let that sink in. That is over 10 grand of your hard-earned post-tax income quietly draining away. Now, you might be sitting there thinking, well, hold on, I just drive a basic commuter car, so this doesn't really apply to me. But even a highly economical 5-year-old Honda Civic costs nearly $8,800 annually to operate. And the biggest culprit here? Depreciation. The literal second you drive a brand new car off the lot, poof, 10 to 15% of its value just vanishes. You're pouring your income into an asset that is mathematically guaranteed to lose its value. Which brings us to section 3. The true opportunity cost. This is absolutely crucial. You have to understand what you're actually giving up. Think about the opportunity cost of that money. If you took that exact same $10,000 a year and just parked it into a simple S&P 500 index fund or maybe a high-performing stock like Microsoft, you could see that money triple in just a few short years. Over 30 years, it compounds into massive, life-changing wealth. But instead, by dumping money into a depreciating metal box just to keep up with societal pressure, you're sacrificing your own future freedom just to build up a bank's bottom line today. Let's shift gears for section 4, the Chinese savings mindset. To really break this wealth-killing cycle, we need to look at cultures that prioritize massive wealth accumulation over, driveway status symbols. On one side, you have the United States. We're totally conditioned to consume, right? And our savings rate hovers around a measly 3.5 to 5%. But on the other side, you have China. Get this, the average person there saves nearly 46% of what they earn. That is a staggering difference. And their secret isn't some complex financial algorithm. It's simply a deep cultural aversion to financing status symbols. It's a mindset that aggressively prioritizes actual needs over perceived wants. They view every single dollar as a soldier that should be deployed to work for you, to build your wealth and protect your family's future, rather than just being surrendered to the local car dealership. So how do we apply this? That's section 5, the zero-based budget. To break our own toxic cycle of being car-rich but life-poor, we desperately need a system that forces total financial honesty every single month. Enter the zero-based budget. The system basically dictates that your income, minus all your expenses, your investments, and your savings, must equal exactly zero. Every single cent is strictly accounted for. It has a job. When you lay your finances out like this, suddenly dropping $1,000 a month on a car payment looks a lot less like a flex and a whole lot more like a financial emergency. Moving right along to Section 6, the 24/10 buying rule. Look, obviously, most of us still need a reliable way to get from point A to point B. We can't all just stop driving. So here's the actual tactical formula for buying a car without completely sabotaging your financial future. It's called the 24/10 rule. First, you put 20% down. Second, you never ever finance for more than 4 years. And finally, you cap all vehicle costs, and yeah, that includes your insurance and maintenance, at 10% of your gross monthly income. This is the guardrail that ensures your money stays in your pocket. Now, if you want to really move the needle and claw back that ghosted wealth, combine that rule with a few extra steps. First, aim for the sweet spot. Buy a car that is 3 to 5 years old, where some other guy has already paid that massive new car tax for you. Second, physically mark a day on your calendar every year to call around and shop competitors for cheaper insurance. And third, go buy a $20 OBD2 scanner. Seriously, when your check engine light comes on, scan the code yourself so you aren't paying a dealership a ridiculous amount of money just to tell you your gas cap was loose. At the end of the day, wealth isn't about the things people see. It's about the options you have. You literally do not need a more expensive car to be successful. You just need a system that ensures your money is actually working for you. It's time to stop working for your car and start making your car work for your future. So if you're truly ready to stop this wealth killer and start building a life of abundance, start by looking out at your driveway. Ask yourself one simple, honest question. Is that shiny metal box truly worth sacrificing your freedom?